Hello and welcome to Football Manager 2019 here at Bath City Football Club at Rawslowgaming, where we're trying to take them to the top of Premier League and beyond. Here we are in 2024, so we are 5 seasons in, I believe. Is that correct? Yeah, I think something like that. And we're doing our first season in Skybet League 2, and as you see, we are doing quite all right for ourselves. Definitely considering we were targeted targeted for relegation by the bookmakers, so to say. So being up in almost a playoff spot for promotion is certainly much better than we could ever have expected starting this season off. We've just come from the transfer window. We didn't do anything at all really during the transfer window, so I guess we will be weakened comparing to the rest of the teams in the league, but hopefully we can pull it together nonetheless. And here we get a training report on Akinola, and unfortunately he haven't improved as much as we would like. He have improved a little bit, so that's good, but it's not great, but it's all right, and he's actually a decent player for Skybet League 2 side, so he's our best player actually, I think, overall. So that is a player that we are hoping to be able to keep as long as possible, so to say, and hopefully improve even more. How long contract do he have actually? So he have 2 more seasons after this one, so that's pretty darn good for us, even though he has a pretty darn high wage also. But we need players that can fill the shoes, so to say, playing in the correct league, and that really isn't that many at all in the team that we have, at least that isn't on loan. We have a lot of loan players, and it's basically them that are keeping our team up at such a high place that they are, but that's all right. And here we have our 2 players out on loan, and they have been doing all right, but I don't really see that they are going to improve that much. Barrett seems to be improving here actually quite decently, but I don't think that's really going to happen. Tavares not so much. We got another 6k for our transfer for Mamola that I don't believe we actually did in our play. It happened before anything, so we played with future transfers or something. I don't know at all actually, but that's all right. Since he's playing now pretty stable, or getting a little bit more playing time here in Cheltenham, I guess, and he's all right. But we've certainly gotten a lot of money from this deal, so yeah, exactly. It doesn't even tell your transfer fee, so I just find it strange, really, to be honest. Costing out for 2 to 3 days, that's certainly not good, but hopefully he can make it back in time here for the next match that we have coming up against Crawley Town here in a couple of days. They are 19th in the league, so it should be easy pickings for us here. Hopefully we are playing as a away team though, so we'll probably be a little bit harder than just going out there and winning the game. But we certainly need a good game and a good run here after our last match, losing 1-6 against Notts & Co. at home, I believe. A really dreadful match, and took away pretty much all our goal difference that we had banked, so to say. But that's how it is. And some pre-match tactical advice, and pretty much not changing anything is the suggestion from our assistant manager. We do have, of course, the instruction that we always get to get stuck in with our players, and I don't really like that option, so we're not going to do that this time either. And according to the bookmakers, we are actually very much not favorites at all here for this match that we have coming up here against Crowley. We are actually 4.5 times the money to win that game. And let's check out our training. So 7.67 for our first team as an average, 7.68 for our under 23s, and we'll praise here Parks. And for under 18s, 7.63. I don't think we can or should praise Jones there, unfortunately. But we'll take a look here on our first team squad. So Gray keeps on improving here, so that's nice. Alright, so reason for 6.38, that is certainly not that good. So we can say that it's not that good. So that's alright, but yeah, he's improving a lot for sure in terms of skills there. So we'll keep trying to play him as much as possible, so he can develop or keep on developing. And a merch here also developing extremely well here. And jumping up on a lot of skills here. So how is he doing? So he's 2 stars, but have a potential to be 3.5 stars. So he could be doing pretty good. He's 22 years old. Yeah, so if we're let's try to play merch a bit more then as well, and see if he is improving next month as well. So we'll praise here for his training performance, and hopefully he will keep doing that, and we can see some real changes. O'Connor getting a little bit better, that's fine. Poncelli the same. Akinola a little bit better also, which is nice. Dave Morris unfortunately not improving. Same with De Havilland, Sangster, Adloy, Jones, Akon, Jordan, yeah. Then we have our low performers, Molden, and we will criticize him for his training performance at only 6.45. That's not really up to par where we want it to be. We want it to be 6.5 or higher. Well, 6.5 is really not something to be proud of either, but that's basically our lowest level to have acceptable training, according to us, at least as a manager. So we'll see here what we'll do in this team selection. So who are we having playing at the moment? So I guess we'll take in Merch here, just giving him a chance a little bit. It's actually rated 2.5 stars, so not that darn bad. 2 stars here, but 2.5 stars is quite alright. And we'll pick in Jordan here as well instead of Akinola, just to rest Akinola a bit here. And other than that, Gray can certainly stay here. Could you see it, but Gray is developing so good, getting playing time. So we're going to push him for now, and yeah, trying to concentrate on our own players. We are certainly losing a little bit of skill in total, but I think that's the right decision overall to do it that way. What we should have though maybe is De Havilland instead of Lundström or Charles. Lundström, I guess, yeah, Lundström is losing skill here all over the places, actually. Yeah. So he have definitely not developed good. So let's put in De Havilland instead of Lundström here. And let De Havilland play as attacking central midfielder. and hopefully that will help us with getting a little bit more of goals as well. So we'll play off this match, or kick this match off, and play it and comment it just as usual, as fast as possible, so to say. Well, kicking it off as fast as possible at least. Sorry for that noise there. Hitting my microphone cover, actually, sort of, or my microphone cover arm that is attached or on my ring that is supposed to make it very well, to reduce all noises for vibration and things like that. And we have a goal for Bassett here in the 10th minute of the match, and it's Ponticelli here extending his goal tally for the season, so now up to 20 goals for this season. So he is certainly managing to make pretty many goals, even though he's not that great of a striker, really, to be truthful. Gosling is so much better, and we're actually not having Gosling in the team, and that's maybe not that great, but he could use a little bit of a rest maybe. And Ponticelli getting in here with another goal for Bassett here in the 12th minute, and don't know what happened there. The keeper of Crowley there looked really stupid. Pretty darn poor finishing there by Ponticelli, but still it went into the goal somehow. The keeper just gave up. Oh, why even bother, or something like that. And unfortunately that is something you see all too often here in Football Manager 2019. If you're going to be 100% truthful about the match ending and things like that. A little bit over 30 minutes in, we are certainly doing very good here in terms of shots, 6 versus 1, so very much dominating the game here so far. And we have Gosling on the bench at 91%, so we will try to rest him for the whole match here, I think. He were a little bit tired before the last match, so that's why we rested him before that match, so he will get one more week of rest, so to say. But anyway, after one half, the scoreline for Bassett versus Crowley is 2-0, and shots 6-3, shots on target 3-3, and possession 43-57. So we're all very happy with the results after one half. And other than that, nothing too special. Our players here seems to be doing quite all right. Ponticelli, of course, standing out with a really good rating. Hopefully we can just keep it together here in the second half and win the game, and I will be very happy with the result after this match. That's it here with a corner. Charles with the corner in the 47th minute, getting the ball back and passing to Gray here, and Gray shoots and hits at the top bar there, or the post, very much in the very corner of the goal, but unfortunately getting out there, or rebounded out and then out for a throw-in. And nothing really more happening here. Next highlight here in the 55th minute, Crowley with the ball here and just outside the penalty area and getting through. And it's a goal here in the 55th minute, unfortunately, and it's reduced to 1-2 for Bassett, or 2 versus 1 for Bassett versus Crowley. And very beautiful goal, really hitting the root of the post there. So time to make a substitution or two here, I think, very, very soon. But first, let's see what comes of this highlight here in the 59th minute. Ball with de Havilland, unfortunately passing not that great, but getting a second chance at stabbing it, and Adloy versus the keeper. And it's out to a throw-in, and I don't know what we were supposed to see there really, but nonetheless time to make a substitution. So we're seeing here that Gray is having a very poor game, so we'll switch him out. And also we do have let's see here, so let's put in Baker here, I guess. Yeah, let's put in Baker instead of Akon. He just got to do it, I guess. And we'll put in Sangster instead of Charles here. Or will we? Yeah, we will play Sangster. Even though he's probably leaving us, he will get his, or a chance here, so to say. Merch, unfortunately, having a pretty poor game here as well. So we will see if we play him more, but I guess we will do. Just as I said, to try and develop him as much as possible for the future. We have the next highlight here in the 76th minute. Sacked with the ball, passing it back to our keeper, and a long ball towards our attackers. Unfortunately, we are not really winning the ball there, no. So Crowley in possession here, playing it wide on the right-hand corner, and the cross is in, and it's headed and saved the first time, and the rebound hit the top bar. Looked like a certain goal there, but we got away with it. Just. But there is another chance. No, it was offside, so that's all right. And let's see here. We'll go to very defensive here for the last 10 minutes of the match. And 5 minutes of extra time. That's not too good at all. But here we have seconds to go, so I guess this will be for the final whistle, and that is good for us though. Maybe a chance here. O'Connor on the right hand side crosses it in towards Heat, and nothing really coming out of it but the final whistle. So the scoreline after full time is 2-1 for Bassett versus Crawley. Shots 12-14, shots on target 5-9, possession 42-58%. So overall, very pleased that we actually managed to win the game, and overall decently happy with how the players performed. We have Merch, of course, and we have Gray that didn't perform as we would have liked to see, of course, but that's all right. After that match, we are back up in the playoff spots, and 5 points up to secure promotion, or a direct promotion, and we are 26 points clear of the relegation zone. And Poncelli is now receiving a goal bonus for his 20 goals in one season, so that's very good, and we will praise him for his performance as well. Next game coming up here will definitely be much harder. We are meeting Milton Keynes Dons, who are LA leaders at home, and yeah, that will be tough for sure. And let's see here. So Kava is not really available to buy, but our scouting has come that is really darn great. Unfortunately, we can't really do much with it. And see here. Karanka, I don't even know what this player is. Oh, manager Jones. Yeah, we are designing our team ourselves without other coaches or managers trying to tell us what to do. They won't get anything out of us, so to say. So we'll push through here towards the next game, and while we're doing that, remember to smash that like button if you are enjoying this show or this episode, so to say. And if you haven't done so yet and don't want to miss out on any of the content that we upload daily here on Rawslowgaming, or at least try to do, make sure that you subscribe also to the channel. So let's see here. Progress on Gray. Yeah, you're doing quite alright. Potential ability unlikely to improve. Yeah, I don't think so. But we'll see here. Let's see here, on the 23th, yeah, that's fine. Unfortunately, we have quite a lot of players that are unhappy with the training, but I think it's all right. I think that we can't do too much more, unfortunately. At least not until we have more stuff for it. And yeah, that is not really something we have the capability to do. We don't have enough cash, so to say. And Jordan got a little bit better current ability according to, well, our coaches, I guess. So decent player for most Vanilla national sides, but as said, that's one tier below, so that's not really good in any way at all. So we could certainly do with some strengthening of the team here between seasons for sure. And that is of course players that are not on loan or loaned to us. Of course we are very much helped by the loan players, but that is not something we want to rely on for getting better and getting up through the leagues. That will make things very hard once you move up a little bit or while you're progressing. But it's also a pretty darn easy way to get to higher levels and to try and have really great lone players, especially in positions that you're extra weak in. So we actually didn't find any good striker to loan, for example, and that could certainly have been something that we could have used, but we have I'm losing the name actually on him, but we have Ponticelli together with Gosling. It's of course so team instruction to add work ball into box for the upcoming match, so we'll do that. And according to the bookmakers there, we are very, very much underdogs for the upcoming match. 7.5 times the money to win it. So I don't see us winning the game, but we will see here. So training for the first team, 7.91. Pretty darn great again. 7.02 for under 23s. And 7.72 for under 18. So quite all right overall, but not super duper. So Gray, seeing the same here that we did before pretty much. Yeah, I don't see anything real more improving. Akinola, I don't know if we actually looked at Gosling for the month though. He's improving a little bit, so that's nice. Yeah, let's see here. New training advice, Gosling report. Alright, so we'll try to take a look on his training, I guess. We certainly don't want to upset Gosling with his training, so to say. We want him to train harder in any way possible we can. Try to support him in doing that. So let's do the team selection here for this match, and we'll certainly put Gosling back in the team here. That's the first thing I will do actually. So instead of Adloy, we'll have Gosling. We'll have you as an advanced forward together with Ponticelli. So that's the first. Gray, you are performing pretty darn poor here in these last matches. So we'll put in Heat here for now. 15 and 10, yeah. So for this match, or a couple of matches, maybe even, we will do that. And for the defense, we'll put Akinola back in. And the Havilland could use a little bit of a rest, so we'll put in Lundstrom here instead. I will switch to defend in his role. And winger support, yeah, that's fine for Luke Keats. Connor, yeah, I think this looks all right. The question is though that should we give Merch another chance here to start the match? I don't think so. Or should we? Yeah, we should actually. Baker not showing that he's that much better than Merch, so we'll continue here with Merch and hope that he can develop really good here in the end of this season. So I think we'll go with that, and I will kick off the match here. And I hope that we can perform a small miracle here against MK Dons. So 10 minutes starting off here with no highlights and not really anything happen in terms of stats either. We are down a little bit in terms of possession, but that is pretty much to be expected. Meeting the league leaders, I would say at least. We have the first highlight here in the 30-minute mark. MK Dons with the ball here, unfortunately, passing it inside the penalty area and getting just inside it, hitting the top bar and then getting in with a rebound into goal, unfortunately, and taking the lead here in the 30th minute. So 0-1 for Bassett versus MK Dons. A pretty darn good attack there overall by MK Dons, unfortunately. Unfortunately for us, that is at least, of course. So, don't know what we'll do here. If we'll start shouting, we should maybe do that, but we'll see. Seems to be a chance here for Bassett, at least. Gosling getting through, but losing the ball on a pretty bad pass, actually. And a counter-attack here for MK Dons, and it's another goal. So, unfortunately, extending the lead there for MK Dons. So, the scoreline now 0-2 after 40 minutes. And yeah, not too much to do about that, unfortunately. And yeah, I don't see us coming back from this now, actually. And another chance here before the end of the first half, in the 43rd minute, cross. It's deflected, and it's another goal here in the 43rd minute for MK Dons. Now the scoreline 0-3. And yeah, we'll go just very defensive for now and try to limit the damage control pretty much here for the rest of the match, trying to not let in any more goals is our target. So let's just end this first half here. And there we have halftime. So after one half, the scoreline is 0-3 for Bassett versus MK Dons. Shots 2-7, shots on target 0 versus 4. Possession 47 versus 53%. So definitely not doing good here. And yeah, overall our players doing pretty darn poor. And our assistant manager, they are taking individual talk with all the players and not doing a good job either, unfortunately. And a free kick there from MK Dons just over the top of the bar. And a corner from MK Dons here. And another goal for MK Dons. Now the scoreline 0-4 after 48 minutes here in this match, and now we are in the negative for the goal difference for the season. So pretty much back-to-back two terrible matches, or well, back-to-back episodes with the two ending matches with pretty much catastrophe written all over it. Pretty horrific stuff here, almost, I would say. So 60-minute mark, let's do some substitutions here. So we'll switch out Morris and put in Jordan, even though we had many players that were doing bad as well. We'll put in Sangster here just to rest the Haviland instead of Charles. And we'll put in Alloy just to rest Poncel here a little bit. And we'll continue here. And yeah, I said, damage control here, just not trying to let any more goals in, and I'm definitely not pleased, but that's pretty much the best we can do. And just because of that, we have another highlight here, and just headed over the top of the bar there by MK Dons. But we're at least now finally closing in to the final whistle here. And this should be the highlight for the final whistle. Just waiting for it here pretty much, so we can end this catastrophe. And there we have it, it's all over. So the final scoreline for Bassett versus MK Dons is 0-4. Shots 5 versus 10, shots on target 3 versus 5, possession 45 versus 55%. So yeah, all the players very unhappy with their results and their talk, and I understand it. I don't know why we said delighted to a lot of players. Again, our assistant manager doing individual talks to pretty much all the players, which were catastrophic and wrong. Very, very strange. After that match, anyway, we are now aced 2 points up to the playoff zone and still 26 points clear of the relegation zone. 2,800 attending in that game, so that's pretty alright, and Adloy have been goalless for quite a while there, apparently. But anyway, guys, that will be everything for this episode, so I hope you have enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time right here on the channel. Bye bye! You have been watching Rawslowgaming, and I hope you have enjoyed. On clicking on the video on the left, you will see the next video in this series, and on the right, our latest upload to the channel. And with that said, thank you again for watching.